यकीन है खुद पर है नाज। सुनती हूँ अपने मन की आवाज, कभी शर्मीली तो कभी हूँ जाबाज। रुकना मेरी आदत नहीं, थमना मेरी चाहत नहीं। मैं हूँ नारी, यही मेरा अंदाज। हर जिम्मेदारी मैं बखूबी निभाती हूँ। वोट दे प्राउड वोटर कहलाऊंगी। पूरे देश संग चुनाव का पर्व देश का गर्व मनाऊंगी।
ఓటర్ల జాబితాలో నమోదైన ఓటర్లకు తెలంగాణ ప్రధాన ఎన్నికల అధికారి డాక్టర్ రజత్ కుమార్ గారు లేఖలు రాశారు. ఓటరు తమ విలువైన సూచనలు ప్రధాన ఎన్నికల అధికారి కార్యాలయానికి నేరుగా తెలియజేశారు.
आरव, अभी तक रेडी नहीं हुए? हरी अप बेटा, वोट देने जाना है।
मुझे किसी को वोट नहीं देना।
पर क्यों?
एक मेरे वोट करने से क्या ही फर्क पड़ेगा डैड।
चलो फिर हम भी रहने देते हैं, तीनों मिलकर वीडियो गेम खेलते हैं। इनफैक्ट मैं तो कल से काम पर भी नहीं जाऊंगा। एक मेरे काम करने से क्या फर्क पड़ेगा?
बिल्कुल, अब से मैं भी घर का कोई काम नहीं करूंगी। क्या फर्क पड़ेगा?
What's wrong with you guys? ये आप लोग नहीं करोगे तो और कौन करेगा? आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है ना ये तो।
एग्जैक्टली। और वोट करना तुम्हारी हमारी सबकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी।
देश भी एक फैमिली है जिसमें हम सभी को अपनी अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी निभानी होती है।
ठीक है, मैं अभी आता हूँ रेडियो।
फर्क पड़ता है, मतदान जरूर करें और जोश से मनाएं चुनाव का पर्व, देश का गर्व।
सुन, तुझे पता है यूएस और ईयू की कंबाइंड पॉपुलेशन कितनी है?
मतलब मुझे क्या पता?
यूएस और यूरोपियन यूनियन की कंबाइंड पॉपुलेशन से कहीं ज्यादा 97 करोड़ वोटर्स हैं हमारे देश में।
इतने सारे वोटर्स
हैं। दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी डेमोक्रेसी और उसका सबसे बड़ा त्योहार इलेक्शन।
Oh my God, 10,000 followers.
55 lakhs.
What?
55 लाख ईवीएम मशीन्स, 10 लाख से ज्यादा पोलिंग स्टेशंस। ये है ना अमेजिंग नंबर्स।
Really?
या
See? Oh yeah.
आई नो।
हाँ भाई, बाकी लोग कहाँ गए यार?
छुट्टी पर है सब। क्यों? क्या करे साहब, कहाँ संभलते इतने लोग।
1 करोड़ से ज्यादा ऑफिशियल्स होते हैं ड्यूटी पर हर बार, वो भी पूरी तरह से तैयार। इलेक्शन की बात कर रहा हूँ, देश का कोई कोना नहीं छोड़ता इलेक्शन कमीशन से, और तुमसे ये लोग नहीं समझते।
क्या बात है साहब।
बेटा अभी अभी तो इंडिया आए हो, आते ही कार की बुकिंग हो लगता है।
हाँ भाई, कार तो बुक हो गई तेरी, लेकिन थोड़ा टाइम और लगेगा।
कम से इतने सारे कैंडिडेट्स, इतनी सारी पार्टियां, फिर भी इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट इतनी जल्दी आ जाता है, और वो भी बिना किसी दिक्कत के, है ना कमाल। और तुम कह रहे हो कि हमारे छोटे से काम के लिए और टाइम लगेगा।
वो इलेक्शन कमीशन है, मैं नहीं। चुनाव का पर्व, देश का गर्व।
सुन, तुझे पता है यूएस और ईयू की कंबाइंड पॉपुलेशन कितनी है?
मतलब मुझे क्या पता।
यूएस और यूरोपियन यूनियन की कंबाइंड पॉपुलेशन से कहीं ज्यादा 97 करोड़ वोटर्स हैं हमारे देश में।
इतने सारे वोटर्स हैं।
दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी डेमोक्रेसी और उसका सबसे बड़ा त्योहार, इलेक्शन।
Oh my god, 10,000 followers.
55 lakhs.
What?
55 lakh EVM machines, 10 lakh से ज्यादा पोलिंग स्टेशंस। ये है ना अमेजिंग नंबर्स।
Really?
Yeah, see?
Oh यार,
I know.
हाँ भाई, बाकी लोग कहाँ गए यार?
छुट्टी पर है सब। क्यों? क्या करे साहब, कहाँ संभलते इतने लोग।
1 करोड़ से ज्यादा ऑफिशियल्स होते हैं ड्यूटी पर हर बार, वो भी पूरी तरह से तैयार। इलेक्शन की बात कर रहा हूँ, देश का कोई कोना नहीं छोड़ता इलेक्शन कमीशन से, और तुमसे ये लोग नहीं समझते।
क्या बात है साहब।
बेटा अभी तो इंडिया आए हो, आते ही कार की बुकिंग हो लगता है।
हाँ भाई, कार तो बुक हो गई तेरी, लेकिन थोड़ा टाइम और लगेगा।
कम से इतने सारे कैंडिडेट्स, इतनी सारी पार्टियां, फिर भी इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट इतनी जल्दी आ जाता है, और वो भी बिना किसी दिक्कत के, है ना कमाल। और तुम कह रहे हो कि हमारे छोटे से काम के लिए और टाइम लगेगा।
वो इलेक्शन कमीशन है, मैं नहीं। चुनाव का पर्व, देश का गर्व।
सुन, तुझे पता है यूएस और ईयू की कंबाइंड पॉपुलेशन कितनी है?
मतलब मुझे क्या पता।
यूएस और यूरोपियन यूनियन की कंबाइंड पॉपुलेशन से कहीं ज्यादा 97 करोड़ वोटर्स हैं हमारे देश में।
इतने सारे वोटर्स हैं।
दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी डेमोक्रेसी और उसका सबसे बड़ा त्योहार, इलेक्शन।
oh my god, 10,000 followers.
55 lakhs.
What?
55 lakh EVM machines, 10 lakh से ज्यादा पोलिंग स्टेशंस। ये है ना अमेजिंग नंबर्स।
Really?
Yeah, see?
Oh यार,
I know.
हाँ भाई, बाकी लोग कहाँ गए यार?
छुट्टी पर है सब। क्यों? क्या करे साहब, कहाँ संभलते इतने लोग।
1 करोड़ से ज्यादा ऑफिशियल्स होते हैं ड्यूटी पर हर बार, वो भी पूरी तरह से तैयार। इलेक्शन की बात कर रहा हूँ, देश का कोई कोना नहीं छोड़ता इलेक्शन कमीशन से, और तुमसे ये लोग नहीं समझते।
क्या बात है साहब।
बेटा अभी तो इंडिया आए हो, आते ही कार की बुकिंग हो लगता है।
हाँ भाई, कार तो बुक हो गई तेरी, लेकिन थोड़ा टाइम और लगेगा।
कम से इतने सारे कैंडिडेट्स, इतनी सारी पार्टियां, फिर भी इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट इतनी जल्दी आ जाता है, और वो भी बिना किसी दिक्कत के, है ना कमाल। और तुम कह रहे हो कि हमारे छोटे से काम के लिए और टाइम लगेगा।
वो इलेक्शन कमीशन है, मैं नहीं। चुनाव का पर्व, देश का गर्व।
सुन, तुझे पता है यूएस और ईयू की कंबाइंड पॉपुलेशन कितनी है?
मतलब मुझे क्या पता।
यूएस और यूरोपियन यूनियन की कंबाइंड पॉपुलेशन से कहीं ज्यादा 97 करोड़ वोटर्स हैं हमारे देश में।
इतने सारे वोटर्स
हैं। दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी डेमोक्रेसी और उसका सबसे बड़ा त्योहार। सबसे बड़ी डेमोक्रेसी और उसका सबसे बड़ा त्योहार, इलेक्शन।
Oh my God, 10,000 followers.
55 lakhs.
What?
55 lakh EVM machines, 10 lakh से ज्यादा polling stations. ये है ना amazing numbers.
Really? Yeah. See? Oh यार. I know.
हाँ भाई, बाकी लोग कहाँ गए यार?
छुट्टी पर है सब। क्यों? क्या करे साहब, कहाँ संभलते इतने लोग।
1 करोड़ से ज्यादा ऑफिशियल्स होते हैं ड्यूटी पर हर बार, वो भी पूरी तरह से तैयार। इलेक्शन की बात कर रहा हूँ, देश का कोई कोना नहीं छोड़ता इलेक्शन कमीशन से, और तुमसे ये लोग नहीं समझते।
क्या बात है साहब। बेटा अभी अभी तो इंडिया आए हो, आते ही कार की बुकिंग हो लगता है।
हाँ भाई, कार तो बुक हो गई तेरी, लेकिन थोड़ा टाइम और लगेगा।
कम से इतने सारे कैंडिडेट्स, इतनी सारी पार्टियां, फिर भी इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट इतनी जल्दी आ जाता है, और वो भी बिना किसी दिक्कत के, है ना कमाल। और तुम कह रहे हो कि हमारे छोटे से काम के लिए और टाइम लगेगा।
वो इलेक्शन कमीशन है, मैं नहीं। चुनाव का पर्व, देश का गर्व।
हेलो, हाँ बोल। अरे तेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही यार। ऑटो, मैं तुझे पहुंच के फोन करता हूँ ना। हाँ बस अड्डा। भैया थोड़ा जल्दी चलना। हाँ भैया। नहीं यार, ऐसे नहीं होता यार, तू मेरी बात सुन। सिर्फ 2 दिन की बात है, मैनेज क्यों नहीं कर लेते यार?
भैया 5 मिनट रोक सकते हैं क्या प्लीज?
क्या? अच्छा ठीक है, पर जल्दी। हाँ बोल, क्या बोल रहा था? क्या तुझे पता है कि मैं 2 दिन के लिए अपने गांव जा रहा हूँ? उसके बाद भी तू मुझसे ये सब बोलेगा तो मुझे कैसा लगेगा? तुझे मैं बाद में बात करता हूँ, ठीक है? हाँ कल। हाँ किधर?
वो भैया वोट डालने गए थे। हमारा वोट भी तो जरूरी है, जैसे आप अपना वोट दिए होंगे।
नहीं, तुम चलो यार, मेरी बस मिस हो जाएगी।
जी भैया।
अरे चाचा आप आ गए?
गांव में कोई दिख ही नहीं रहा, कहाँ गए सब?
आपको नहीं पता आज वोट का दिन है, सारे वोट देने के लिए गए हैं।
वो भैया वोट डालने गए थे।
सारे वोट देने के लिए गए हैं।
हमारा वोट भी तो जरूरी है।
चाचा आप कहाँ जा रहे हो?
बस थोड़ी देर में है।
चुनाव का दिन छुट्टी का दिन नहीं, ये जिम्मेदारियां निभाने का दिन है। ये जो हाथ है ना, ये भी कहानी कहते हैं। झुर्रियों में छुपा ये कमजोर हाथ एक मजबूत इतिहास लिए है। गुजरे दशकों के अनगिनत किस्सों को महसूस किया है इन हाथों ने, और ये अपनी जिम्मेदारियों को निभाते हाथ, एक एक कर अपने वादों को निभाते हाथ, संजो कर लाए सपनों को अपनी अगली पीढ़ी को सौंपते हाथ। मजबूत इरादों से अपनी किस्मत को संवारते हाथ, अपने कौशल से देश की प्रगति को दिशा देते मेहनत कश हाथ। और ये युवा हाथ आंखों में सपने लिए अपने भविष्य को देश की प्रगति से जोड़ते हाथ। बस एक रंग इन हाथों की पहचान और देश के स्वाभिमान को एक करता है। लोकतंत्र का रंग है, ये सब पर चढ़ता है।
निरंतर चलना है, हर कदम बढ़ाना है, प्रजातंत्र सींचना है, अधिकार छीनना है। निरंतर चलना है, हर कदम बढ़ाना है, प्रजातंत्र सींचना है, अधिकार छीनना है। एक पाँव में कूद कर देश को संवारना है, एक नागरिक एक ही वोट। आओ ना, जागो ना, सब जागो ना, जागो ना, सब जागो ना, देश को संवारना है, सब जागो ना, देश को संवारना है, सब जागो ना, जागो ना, सब जागो ना, जागो ना, सब जागो ना, देश को संवारना है, सब जागो ना, देश को संवारना है, सब जागो ना।
मंजुला, ठाकुर जी, परवेज, सुरेश और मुझ जैसे 11 लाख से भी ज्यादा ऑफिसर्स करते हैं जोश से भरा एक लंबा सफर, ताकि आपसे ये मौका छूट ना जाए।
चुनाव का पर्व देश का गर्व है, इसका हिस्सा जरूर बने।
जिम
डेली 1 से 2 घंटा।
अरे वाह, पर रोज क्यों?
बॉडी बिल्डिंग, टाइम तो लगता है।
स्क्रीन टाइम तो काफी है आपका।
बिल्कुल, अब सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन यहीं तो मिलती है और एंटरटेनमेंट भी।
पर इतना टाइम?
नॉलेज बिल्डिंग, ये भी तो जरूरी है।
आसान नहीं है इन्फ्लुएंसर बनना।
सही कहा आपने। पूरे दिन रील्स बनाओ, कैप्शन चुनो, पोस्ट करो, स्टोरीज अपलोड करो। इट्स अ फुल टाइम जॉब एक्चुअली।
पर इतना कुछ किस लिए?
इमेज बिल्डिंग, व्हाट एल्स?
पर वोट नहीं डाला आपने।
वोट क्या फायदा?
नेशन बिल्डिंग, और हाँ, इसमें इतना टाइम भी नहीं लगता।
ख्याल बदलेगा तभी तो देश बदलेगा।
आरव, आरव, अभी तक रेडी नहीं हुए? हरी अप बेटा, वोट देने जाना है।
मुझे किसी को वोट नहीं देना।
पर क्यों?
एक मेरे वोट करने से क्या ही फर्क पड़ेगा डैड।
चलो फिर हम भी रहने देते हैं, तीनों मिलकर वीडियो गेम खेलते हैं। इनफैक्ट मैं तो कल से काम पर भी नहीं जाऊंगा। एक मेरे काम करने से क्या फर्क पड़ेगा?
बिल्कुल, अब से मैं भी घर का कोई काम नहीं करूंगी। क्या फर्क पड़ेगा?
What's wrong with you guys? ये आप लोग नहीं करोगे तो और कौन करेगा? आपकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है ना ये तो।
एग्जैक्टली। और वोट करना तुम्हारी, हमारी, सबकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी।
देश भी एक फैमिली है जिसमें हम सभी को अपनी अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी निभानी होती है।
ठीक है, मैं अभी आता हूँ रेडी होकर।
फर्क पड़ता है, मतदान जरूर करें और जोश से मनाएं। चुनाव का पर्व, देश का गर्व।
अगला स्टेशन
स्वागत है। पधारो सा।
खुशामदीद, खुशामदीद।
ऐसे रोज़ी इंतजार।
You're welcome.
आलोक तू लोग जो स्वागत करून दे, तू लोग हुंदीने निश्चित येतास।
आप सोच रहे होंगे कहाँ स्वागत है? तो वही भारत निर्वाचन आयोग देश के हर मतदाता का वोट देने के लिए उसके पोलिंग बूथ पर स्वागत कर रहा है।
सभी मतदाताओं के लिए पोलिंग बूथ पर पीने का पानी, मेडिकल किट, वेटिंग एरिया और टॉयलेट की सुविधा होगी। दिव्यांग या 80 साल से ज्यादा उम्र के वोटरों के लिए व्हीलचेयर, वॉलंटियर और रैंप की सुविधा उपलब्ध होगी।
चुनाव का पर्व, देश का गर्व।
सबका अधिकार है ये, सबका सम्मान है ये, करना मतदान है ये। ओहो आया चुनाव है ये, जाना हम साथ है ये, करना मतदान है ये। ओहो सबका अधिकार है ये, सबका सम्मान है ये, करना मतदान है ये। अपनी नगरी का निर्माण करें हम, समस्याओं का समाधान करें हम। यही वक्त है, यही अपनी शक्ति, वोट देंगे तो यही देशभक्ति।
देश मेरे मेरी जान है तू। देश मेरे मेरी शान है तू।
वोट करें मेरा अभिमान है तू। हम वोट करें मेरा संविधान है तू। क्योंकि
अपनी आवाज है ये, अपना आगाज है ये, करना मतदान है ये। आया चुनाव है ये, जाना हम साथ है ये, करना मतदान है ये।
साथियों, भाइयों, साथियों, भाइयों, बेटा बेटी बारी माटा माटिया अपना तुम्हें जाना
ही है, अब कुछ ना सोचना। वोट दे बारी बारी सबको बोलना। एक एक वोट से है उत्तराखंड अपना। घर घर वापस आकर वोट डालना।
सुका बार देण चुनाव में वोट। सभी मतदान करावा, क्या कुछ संकोच। मेरी बहनी बोलियो सबन देण वोट। मेरा गाँव खोलो माँ ऐसो बार वोट। सही बटन दबे के करया अपन वोट। नोटों की लालच मन करया तुम वोट। ऐसुका चुनाव में योगदान दीरा। अपना उत्तराखंड थे अगाड़ी बढ़ोला। हमारा भले खातिर चुनाव होणु। अपना उत्तराखंड ते अगाड़ी बढ़ोण। लालच मनी छुयु मानी सोची समझी के मन की परखी के वोट च देना।
साझेदारी भागीदारी अपनी है ये जिम्मेदारी। अपनी बारी सबकी बारी, बूढ़ा बच्चा लड़िया नारी। अपना दिल है अपने हाथ में, ऐसा हल है अपने हाथ में। भावी नेता अपने हाथ में, सही विजय का अपने हाथ में।
सबका अधिकार है ये, सबका सम्मान है ये, करना मतदान है ये। आया चुनाव है ये, जाना हम साथ है ये, करना
धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
ये जो हाथ है ना,
Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the valedictory session of International Conference on Voting, Elections, Democracy, Public Policy and Programs, Reforms, Awareness, Education, Environment, Health, Well-being, and Sustainable Development 2024, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 76 years of Independence Day, and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 as part of awareness and campaigns, and also commemorating elections 2024 and as part of voters awareness and campaigns in increasing empathy and apathy towards casting their votes and utilizing their right to vote in the elections which are happening in different phases in India. So as part of this awareness and campaigns, Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Arts, Sciences and Wellbeing, along with various stakeholders and with the call given by Election Commission of India to all the organizations, institutions, NGOs, professionals, celebrities, influencers to take part in the voters' awareness and campaign to motivate, encourage voters to take part in the elections and exercise their vote right. So inspired and as a contribution towards our society, we, on behalf of the organization, have planned 10 days international conference, which was scheduled from 4th May 2024 till yesterday, that is 12th May 2024, Sunday, with various presentations related to various aspects of elections. From introduction to various legal aspects, from registration of voters till declaration of results, from registration as a candidate to being elected as a representative. From awareness and training of election machinery till counting and declaration of results, we have come across various presentations and topics that have been covered in the last 9 days of international conference, which was wonderfully presented by speakers, presenters, who have various expertise, not only in different areas, but also in the election process, who have actively taken part and have been part of the election process in different elections conducted over a period of time. So this has provided ample opportunities and exposure from not just the ones from the bookish knowledge, but also ones which have on-ground experience of implementing and conducting, monitoring, evaluating various processes over a period of time. So this gives us an immense pleasure that we have been able to cover the most essential topics as part of the conference. And we were able to motivate at least the ones who have registered and those who have presented and also those who have participated in various activities conducted as part of the conference. So the conference has taken up various initiatives as part of the conference, like oral, PPT, poster presentations, which have been invited, panel discussions, and also, apart from that, a unique opportunity for sharing personal experiences as being voter and being part of the election process and voting process. And this is also celebrated and commemorated with an appreciation and a token of gratitude with an appreciation certificate for those who have come forward and shared their personal experiences being a voter, from registering as a voter to casting their votes for the elections. So this was one of the unique opportunity. And even when our team was planning how we can go ahead, because offline and online, we were organizing different campaigns. So we thought, as we have been witnessing the decline of voting percentage across the states and across the nation, and everyone is worried why voters are not proactively willing and coming forward to cast their votes and utilize their vote franchising, their right to vote. Right to vote has not come to us so easily. After an immense struggle across the nation and across the world, due to various movements, struggle for right to vote, which we have seen in the conference in initial days, it took a lot of efforts, pain, and blood, and lots of advocacy, revolt, representations from across the nations, in particular nations, as well as across the world, which has initially granted and gradually made available to every citizen of the nation. Similarly, it was initially available for men, and later on, over a period of time, even women were included as part of the voting process. And later on, even transgenders have been provided right to vote, and they have been recognized and have been issued voter ID cards as transgenders. And this has not come so easily. There was so much struggle over a period of years. And today, the kind of importance we are giving in general, especially when we look at the urban and rural population are still ahead of urban population. in terms of casting their votes, utilizing their right to vote. This kind of trend is very alarming and threatening to the very existence of right to vote. If the voting percentage declines in a similar way, soon again we may lose the right to vote, and right will be a privilege for only a few, and that is again against the freedom. So when you don't exercise your freedom, you will not have your right to question, to be part of the democratic process. When you are given an opportunity to select, elect, and be part of the process in the decision making, we all have to utilize it and be the part of the election process. Election Commission of India and also Government of India has been taking various initiatives to conduct free and fair elections across the nation, along with various state governments and machinery, including employees, public sector employees, government employees, and various local body employees, along with media and volunteers from across the nation. And we have seen in the various videos provided by Election Commission of India for awareness and campaigns, how so much money, so much resources, so much time and efforts are spent to bring it and make this entire process transparent, accountable, easy, accessible, and affordable to all the voters, and ensuring that reaching every mile of the nation, every nook and corner of the nation, and as far as possible, reaching out through a polling station to the voter to an average of 2 kilometers distance. Of course, there are certain polling stations, rarely we see, which are far beyond this distance due to various reasons. But you can see, based on the number of voters, there are multiple polling stations established within an area itself, so that no one turns out without casting their vote due to time constraints. In such a scenario, it is also very much important that we acknowledge, we consciously take decision to come forward and exercise our vote. And not only that, Constitution provides all the provisions to enable the voter to exercise their vote freely. That's why the day of elections is declared a public holiday. All the establishments are directed to be closed so that all the stakeholders, from the sweeper, from the watchman, to the CEO, or to the director, or to the promoter of the various establishments, are utilizing their vote to right and come forward to their polling stations to cast their vote. so that no one is left behind in utilizing their right to vote and exercising their vote and be the part of the process of electing the representatives as well as the government. Such a beautiful provision, such a powerful weapon in our hands are often misused by us, abused by us, as we voters do not give due diligence and importance for right to vote, for casting our votes. We are not utilizing the great weapon. And when it's time for us every 5 years to cast our vote, when we don't turn up and when we don't perform our duty, we have no right to question the representatives or the elected governments. Because you have no right, you have never or you have not been part of the electoral process. So you have no role to play in selection and electing your representative, those form government. Of course, you still have a right to question, but fundamentally, morally, ethically, you don't deserve the right to question because you have not been part of the decision making. There were many struggles in the history where people have struggled, fought for their opportunity to be part of the decision making process. And when today we are enjoying, we are made part of this decision making process, we are neglecting ourselves to be part of the process. Now, this can be a serious threat to our opportunity to utilize. What happens we don't vote continuously? Our name will be removed from the electoral race. Similarly, if the downtrend continues soon, maybe this right to vote also may be removed gradually or may be restricted to once those who have been continuously, consecutively voting. Because anyway, you are not interested. So there is no point in again having your name in the rolls and having a huge list of roles and making arrangements for everyone. So it's waste of time and resources, right? It's a common sense thought. Why to have such people just for the sake of registering as a voter when they are not doing their duty? What is the use of registering voter ID cards, issuing voter ID cards when they are not utilizing their right to vote? This has been a serious thought nowadays. And that is also making elected representatives also not accountable, not answerable to the voters. And at the same time, getting lured by the benefits only for vote, by selling your vote or by getting influenced by such offers, which is again not ethical, not legal. But when you are putting a price for your vote, again, you don't have the right to question because already you have sold your vote. That means you sold yourself and you have no right to question. And whatever you have the right, you have already transferred your right to them. And you have no right again until the next chance comes after 5 years. So 5 years, no matter what they do, you are bound to them. You are like a bonded slave. You are like a bonded labor because you yourself traded your freedom, traded your weapon for just for a benefit which doesn't cost anything. It's just not even a penny. You have given 5 years of questioning right, your right to question, your power to them by trading it with some freebies or some cash or some materialistic things. By doing so, you are trading off yourself, and which has a huge cost involved. Your freedom is lost. Your power to ask is lost. Your opportunity, your right to be part of the process is lost. And you are promoting corruption. And tomorrow you are going to pay for that. Because when you are electing such a corrupted person, and you know what you are going to get, and not only you will suffer, but the entire nation will suffer with such disobedient, unfaithful representatives. And tomorrow, you cannot blame because you are the ones who have elected. And now who is responsible? We have seen, even on this platform also, there was, I don't want to take the names, but there is a mention of certain area, certain place where people are struggling to cast their vote because of the kind of atrocities committed there on voters by the ruling party or by the ruling government. And they don't even provide an opportunity for voters to vote who are against them, so that they can be continuously in power and they can do whatever they want. And this suffering goes on and on, generations to generations. And this way, again, generations of generations will lose the right to vote, right to question, right to represent, right to be part of the decision-making process. Today we are seeing at various places what is happening, because being a voter, you couldn't utilize your opportunity to vote, or you have traded your vote for something else. So this kind of practice, this kind of thought itself is a very dangerous thought that can put you and the fellow citizens in the greatest risk, which is against the democratic principles, democratic features of the nation. Today also the fourth phase of elections was conducted across the nation in various constituencies, states, and we have witnessed also the kind of voting percentage that took place both in urban and rural areas. And we have seen, and even I was also in the field whole day, And just some time before return to the office, to conduct or to moderate this session. So I have been getting reports from various places, and I have been witnessing myself in person at various locations, polling stations, and was gathering lot of statistics from various polling stations. And still the process is going on, voting is going on. Those who are still in the polling stations waiting for their right to vote, to cast their votes. But unfortunately, the voting percentage still continues to be a very low comparatively. And we saw, entire city is somewhat deserted. And literally no one, the kind of voting percentage that was registered was somewhat 1/3 of the total voters. So this kind of attitude or this kind of approach, perspective towards voting can create a harmful impact on coming generations and also in coming years. So it is a great time, high time, that we all recognize the importance of our vote and also to take responsibility. We all are culprits who don't take responsibility and try to always blame on others. That kind of attitude, as we also celebrated World Ego Awareness Day, keep your ego aside and keep your bad attitude aside. That will take you nowhere. If you don't have the willingness to learn, then I'm telling you that it is going to create a lot of problems in your life, in your personal life as well as professional life. Don't assume that you are always right. That is the problem with your ego. Your ego doesn't allow you to even assume that you can go wrong. Your ego is not even allowing you to reflect upon yourself so that you can act upon yourself, your decision, that there might be something that still I need to work on. And that is a stage where you go beyond and enter the path of destruction of yourself in the first place. Because for others, it doesn't matter. It is your own life. As we cross by as passing clouds, we cross by different people. And it is our responsibility to make sure whoever we are meeting, we are passing by, to make each experience a memorable, a value addition to our life experiences. When you carry your false ego, false attitude, that will not only destroy you, but also your relationships around you and your brand image around. And especially if you are very brand conscious, then it is very important for you to maintain your brand image. It may be your personal image. With your false ego and bad attitude, you are not only going to ruin your personal life, but also the public life, social life, and also community and nation and planet at large. We were seeing through various presentations how with different commemorations, with human activities, we have been turned out to be a notorious species on the planet, which has become threat to each and everyone on the planet. Today, unfortunately, we also are becoming a threat to the democracy, to the freedom, to the vote to right by not taking part in this process of vote to right, exercising our freedom to vote and being part of the democratic process. So at least from now onwards, let's take this opportunity, and I take this opportunity to appreciate all those who have been part of this conference. And also, not just, we don't see that only those who have been part of the conference are the only ones who have benefited. But through various initiatives taken up, at least we were able to send a thought to wide number of people that it's time to be part of the process, and it's our duty to be part of the process. So we will appreciate the efforts of each and everyone for being part of this conference in person, physically, online, virtually, through presentations, sharing their observations, and participation. So we appreciate and acknowledge and also express our heartfelt gratitude to all the people, all the participants, all the presenters, all the collaborators, and especially Election Commission of India for providing valuable resources. Most of the resources and the information that was presented as part of the conference was due to the great efforts of Election Commission of India. And with their call for everyone to be part of the voters' awareness and campaigns, we got a very good opportunity. We would like to express our gratitude to the Election Commission of India. Without their support, definitely, we couldn't have such a wonderful deliberations, presentations in this conference. So I would like to express my gratitude once again to all the organizers, collaborators, presenters, participants for being part of this. Hope you have wonderful insights over this. So I will take a minute break, then I will present the report of the proceedings of the conference. Then the platform is open for the feedback by all the presenters, participants, collaborators, whoever is present now in the conference. You can share your reflections, feedback on the 10 days conference, including today. And the feedback form will be shared in the chat box. It has been already shared for the 10 days conference. After the conference, don't fill up right now. After the conference, you can fill up because you have to provide feedback, including the 10th day. So after an hour or so, you can fill up the feedback form, which has been already shared, updated on the website, on the registration form, on the feedback form. Which we will also demonstrate you where and how you can access and take the details. And you all have to be patient. It's not like things will go on your or on my this thing. Every organization has set of rules. Either you follow it or move away from it. There is no in between. If I like, I will follow it. If I don't like, I stay away from it. There is no in between it. Being in between creates a lot of stress in you, because our organization knows what it has to do and what it will do. And we knows what we have to do and what we will do. If there is no sync between proper understanding, then ultimately the losers are the ones who are struggling to understanding the process, and ultimately you will never get your benefits. The kind of attitude you are carrying, the kind of perspective you are carrying will always leads to a lot of difficulties. You here doesn't mean you or any one of you, including me, to everyone. When I say you, it doesn't mean just you. It applies to each and everyone, including me, who is available on the conference, on the platform, and also not available on the platform. We are not discussing anything personal to any one person. It is for everyone. As there are many people watching this on YouTube, live and also later on recorded. So we'll move on to the report. I will take a minute before presenting a report.
में छुपा ये कमजोर हाथ एक मजबूत इतिहास लिए है। गुजरे दशकों के अनगिनत किस्सों को महसूस किया है इन हाथों ने, और ये अपनी जिम्मेदारियों को निभाते हाथ, एक एक कर अपने वादों को निभाते हाथ, संजो कर लाए सपनों को अपनी अगली पीढ़ी को सौंपते हाथ। मजबूत इरादों से अपनी किस्मत को संवारते हाथ, अपने कौशल से देश की प्रगति को दिशा देते मेहनत कश हाथ। और ये युवा हाथ आंखों में सपने लिए अपने भविष्य को देश की प्रगति से जोड़ते हाथ। बस एक रन इन हाथों की पहचान और देश के स्वाभिमान को एक करता है। लोकतंत्र का रंग है, ये सब पर चढ़ता है।
सबका अधिकार है ये, सबका सम्मान है ये, करना मतदान है ये। ओहो आया चुनाव है ये, जाना हम साथ है ये, करना मतदान है ये। ओहो सबका अधिकार है ये, सबका सम्मान है ये, करना मतदान है ये। अपनी नगरी का निर्माण करें हम, समस्याओं का समाधान करें हम। यही वक्त है, यही अपनी शक्ति, वोट देंगे तो यही देशभक्ति। देश मेरे मेरी जान है तू, देश मेरे मेरी शान है तू। वोट करे मेरा अभिमान है तू, हम वोट करे मेरा संविधान है तू। क्योंकि अपनी आवाज है ये, अपना आगाज है ये, करना मतदान है ये। आया चुनाव है ये, जाना हम साथ है ये, करना मतदान है ये। साथियों भाइयों साथियों भाइयों, बेटा बेटी बारी माटा माटिया पड़ा। तुम्हें जाना ही है, अब कुछ ना सोचना। वोट दे बारी बारी सबको बोलना। एक एक वोट से है उत्तराखंड अपना, घर घर वापस आकर वोट डालना। सुका बार देण चुनाव में वोट, सभी मतदान करावा क्या कुछ संकोच। मेरी बहनी बोलियो सबन देण वोट, मेरा गाँव खोलो माँ ऐसो बार वोट। सही बटन दबे के करया अपन वोट, नोटों की लालच मन करया तुम वोट। ऐसुका चुनाव में योगदान दीरा, अपना उत्तराखंड थे अगाड़ी बढ़ोला। हमारा भले खातिर चुनाव होणु, अपना उत्तराखंड ते अगाड़ी बढ़ोण। लालच मनी छुयो मानी और सोची समझी के मन की परखी के वोट च देना
साझेदारी भागीदारी अपनी है ये जिम्मेदारी अपनी बारी सबकी बारी होगा बच्चा लड़िया नारी अपना दिल है अपने हाथ में आसान है अपने हाथ में भागेने का अपने हाथ में सही विजय का अपने हाथ में
सबका अधिकार है ये सबका सम्मान है ये करना मतदान है ये आया चुनाव है ये जाना हम साथ है ये करना मतदान है ये
Yeah, thank you. So our conference was started on 4th May 2024 on Saturday at 6 o'clock. And we had a presentation along with brief presentation and brief summary of why this conference was and why this was conducted and various activities as part of the conference. Then we have invited the participants to share their observations, experiences, being part and playing a role of voter from registration to latest voting experiences. So as part of that, we had few participants who have shared their experiences and those who are willing to share, those who have not shared earlier in last 9 days. We are giving opportunity today. After this report, we'll also make it part of the report. So you can share today also. You can reflect upon the conference sessions. If anything we have missed or anything you would like to appreciate or anything you would like to learn more. So that will be included in future sessions. And if you want to share your observations, experiences as a voter and your voting experiences, you are free to share. Today, after my report presentations, we'll give you opportunity. So it was started with Satyendra Prasad, then Santadeep Banerjee, then April Dawn Benitez from Philippines, and then Dr. Subrata Chakrabarti and Joyce Herman Lorbis and Sabina Christina, and followed by Christina Kigan from Nigeria and Sabina. All these participants have volunteered, come forward to share their experiences and have shared their observations and experiences of being a voter and the kind of situations prevailing at that time and their experience as a voter and their experience of casting their vote on the first day of conference. And later on the second day of conference, that is 5th Sunday, after the commemorations, We had various commemorations on that day, like World Portuguese Day and Drinking Water Week and Be Kind to Animal Week, and also various commemorations like International Permaculture Day and so on. I'm not giving a detailed report. I'm giving a brief report. And along with various other commemorations like World Laughter Day and so on. And also, we have discussed in detail about some of the provisions of ECI and also seen the various aspects and provisions and sections available on Election Commission of India website and also through its various initiatives. And then on 6th May, that is on third day, we have seen various topics related to electors, candidates, and electoral officials, their duties, and the process of registering as a voter, as an elector, as a candidate, as an election official, their duties, responsibilities, and various training programs available for them, along with various applications for their dispersal and do's and don'ts for these officials. And we have seen on the Election Commission website different sections where we can access to learn about these in detail, but we have covered in brief due to paucity of time. And later on, Megha Sharma from Amity University made a presentation exploring the impact of spiritual tourism on personal transformation and well-being, and then followed by E. Satyendra Prasad to develop online voting system, online voting machine by embedded C programming, then followed by another presentation by Satyendra Prasad to develop computer peripheral by embedded C program. And on day 4th, that is on 7th May 2024, as we had the time constraints, every day we had very limited time. Within that time, whatever we could take it up, we have taken up, best using the available time. Then on the 4th day, on 7th May, we had presentation on QR code and face recognition by Anki Rana, and then followed by a presentation and detailed commemorations on World Asthma Day. We have looked at various symptoms of asthma, causes, factors contributing asthma, treatment options, and various interventions and screening tests available for asthma. And then we also commemorated Bladder Cancer Day, and we also have looked at various aspects which causes bladder cancer and also the prevalence and causes, various factors contributing to this bladder cancer, prevention, treatment, screening, medication, and rehabilitation. We also looked at children depression as part of Child Depression Awareness Day, Children Depression Awareness Day commemoration. And we also looked at various other commemorations as part of it. Then, followed by a presentation by Archana Goswami, Anxiety Depression during pregnancy and its effect on infants. With that, we concluded the day. And then on 8th May, that is on 5th day of International Conference, we also had various commemorations like time of remembrance and recounseling for those who had lost their lives during the Second World War. Second World War has taken a lot of and we have seen, the aftermath of World War and at that the situations prevailing at the time of Second World War. And we have offered our tribute to all those who lost their lives in the Second World War. And we also looked at various initiatives of Red Cross and Red Crescent, that is Red Cross Society. And we also commemorated World Ovarian Cancer Day. We looked at various aspects of world, ovarian cancer, causes of ovarian cancer, factors contributing to the ovarian cancer, screening, detection, prevention, medication, and rehabilitation of ovarian cancer. And then we looked at the orienteering aspects as part of Orienteering Day, and we appreciated all the orienteers. And then we also commemorated White Lotus Day, through which we all got a message and gave a message that in spite of whatever situations we are, we can evolve as a lotus. We all know lotus blooms, grows from a dirty water, but the lotus is the purest flower on the planet. Even rainwater or dust cannot stay on the petal of the lotus flower when it is still in the water. Now, after taking out it from water, that's a different thing, because it is no longer getting its support. So in spite of growing in a very dirty water, dirty environment, filthy environment, but lotus flower remains pure. So in spite of where we are born, where we are in, which religion we belong to, which belief system we belong to, which institution we belong to, doesn't matter. What matters is you, how you behave, how you conduct yourself. how you represent yourself, how you reflect yourself, how you perform yourself. To yourself as well as others matters. So all these are excuses. I don't have funds, I don't have time. All these are excuses we have seen in the World Ego Awareness Day. It is your negligence, your irresponsibility, and you are trying to blame others. That itself shows how irresponsible you are. You are trying to blame others without performing your duty. And that shows a very bad part of you, a bad personality of you. And that will not be appreciated. Even on this platform, we see many participants, presenters, they don't follow instructions. And later on, they keep struggling and wasting their time as well as organizers' time and resources. In spite of putting everything on the website, they don't even time to go and check the website. See the height of negligence, irresponsibility on their part. And they assume that they are always right. And the organizers are wrong. This kind of attitude will not take you anywhere. It doesn't serve any purpose. Because anyway, unless and until you complete your formalities, we are not going to take any action on it. Whether you do it or leave it, it's up to you. If you do it, then next we have to come into action. But remember, everything has to go in time. It's not like that whenever you find time, you do it, and at the same time, the other person will not do it. Like you have done at your own convenience, others will also do at their own convenience. You need the patience. You need the time. And it may take 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, or 1 decade also, or 1 century also. You have to wait or leave it off. It's up to you. No one is going to help you because you yourself have not helped you. So there is no point in blaming others. It is your irresponsibility. It is your negligence that you did not complete the formalities in time. That is your decision. And you have to face your consequences. No one is responsible. It is not just on this platform. It is also in our personal life, professional life, and so on. So such a beautiful message we have taken. And we also commemorated World Donkey Day. How selfless that animal is, how dedicated, committed, how hardworking that animal is. We have to learn a lot from donkey. We call ourselves as intellectuals, highly educated, but whenever we, want to tease or abuse others, we say, you donkey. But we are donkeys. We don't know the importance of donkey, that we are naming others as donkey. You know how donkey, we have seen how a donkey, a selfless creature, which has transformed the world and has contributed a lot to this world. That is our perspective, because people never thought how important that species was, but neglected, abused, taken it for granted. And because of lack of that knowledge, because of that lack of education, lack of training, we don't know the importance of each and every species on the planet. So we have looked at how every species on the planet has contributed to this. And we also have commemorated different commemorations, including occupational safety and health. Why every occupation has its own hazards, how each occupation is different in terms of its own hazards, and what kind of safety measures has to be taken, and the importance of security and health professionals in each occupation, and understanding the various aspects, risks of having this safety in each and every occupation. And then we concluded with the commemorations. Then we, on the 6th day, that is on 9th May, we started with the commemorations of Children's Mental Health Day. And we have looked at various aspects of child mental health. And then we have commemorated National Stuttering Awareness Week. We looked at different aspects of stuttering. And then we have looked at various aspects of voters and various sections of voters guide. So how voter registers himself or herself till casting of their vote, and also legal history and also legal history of EVMs and VVPATs. So as part of this, we have covered in detail about voters' do's and don'ts and the procedure of entire voting process from registration to casting of vote and securing their vote. We also looked at various emergence and history and legal aspects of legal history of EVMs and VVPATs in brief. And then on day 7, we have commemorated and we had auspicious occasion of Akshaya Tritiya. We have also commemorated Mother Ocean Day, an International Day of Organic, and UN's Road Safety Week, and World Lupus Day, and various other commemorations which are related to environment and sustainable development. And on day 8, we had a brief introduction and also commemorations, then followed by presentation by Virendra Kumar Thakurji on election laws in India. We have looked at various constitutional provisions and laws and acts and rules that fall under the purview of elections or that constitute that are related to election process in India. And we followed by another important occasion, commemoration of the day, which is World Migratory Bird Day. And we have looked at various aspects of species and their importance in the ecosystem, especially the theme for the World Migratory Bird Day was insects, because that was the food for the bird. And the entire ecosystem was getting disturbed. So how every species on the planet is contributing to other species and many other species on the planet. And how birds are important as equally as insects are. And how the timing plays a crucial role in this food cycle and so on. And we also looked at commemorations of World Fair Trade Day and Data Innovation Day and so on. And we also looked at World Ego Awareness Day. As part of commemorations, we have in detail looked into what ego is and how ego is positive, constructive, and if it crosses its limits, like false ego, false esteem, it will ruin your life, your opportunities, your career, your profession, everything. So we have seen how how important it is to be aware of the various aspects of ego and how to handle this ego and manage the ego to help you in the development. On day 12th, day 9th, on 12th May, we had started with International Day of Plant Health, where One Health paradigm focuses on animal health, plant health, and human. Our health is dependent on animal health as well as plant health. So if we don't focus on our environment, on our flora and fauna, we will never be healthy because we are dependent on them, their health. So we have looked at various aspects of plant health and how they are impacting animal health and also human. How these three aspects are interdependent on each other. Then we also looked at chronic immunological and neurological disorders as part of International Awareness Day for chronic and neurological and immunological diseases. And then we also commemorated International Nurse Day, World Topiary Day, which is related to environment, again, gardening, the shaping landscapes and so on, improving the aesthetics of the landscape, gardens and so on, which also improves our health and well-being. And we also commemorated National Health Providers Appreciation Day, who are very crucial in delivering the mental health services. And we also looked at National Hospital Day and Week, which is a organization, infrastructure, and professionals involved in dispersing the health and medical services. We also commemorated Fibromyalgia Day, Awareness Day, and National Women Health Week, and also Mother's Day, we have celebrated and commemorated. And we also had commemorations and remembrance. And we also reflected upon the great Acharya, Jagadguru, Adi Shankaracharya, on the occasion of Adi Shankara Jayanti, that is his birthday or appearance day. And how in the time of chaos of religions, belief systems, a lot of havoc was creating. He has come into this world to help all of us and to create a conscious and take us towards a secular approach to these aspects. And then we had a very detailed presentation on Virendra Kumar Thakurji by Virendra Kumar Thakurji on qualifications and disqualifications of contesting candidates. And also we have looked at another presentation which focused on voting machines and VVPATs and so on, various legal and myths and myth busters and debunking, various propaganda. And we also looked at various aspects, facts in fact, about the propaganda and misinformation, disinformation about the EVMs, VVPATs, and so on. And also we looked at the various judgments, various clarifications provided by ECA on various concerns, issues raised by stakeholders. And then today, the last day, that is 10th day of this conference, was started with the curtain raiser from the material provided by the Election Commission of India, with various awareness videos which have been presented as part of the awareness, voter awareness and campaign. And then a backgrounder of this conference and what is expected, and a true reflection of the present scenario and the present stage of affairs with respect to right of vote and its implementation and voters' participation have been reflected on, and then followed by conference report, which is now being presented. So now, with this, we take once again the opportunity to thank and express our heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have been part of this 10 days journey with us in the process of creating awareness and campaign, and also part of learning. So hope all these sessions have provided valuable insights and enhanced your learning experience, and also provided you a lot of takeaways as part of the presentations and deliberations of this 10 days international conference. So before I show you where and how to access the links of conference, I will show you. There is no need to ask any queries regarding that. Now the session will be open for your feedback, reflections, suggestions on this 10 days proceedings conference. Feel free to share, and it is also open for your observations, personal observations as a voter. So you can introduce yourself, and before or after your sharing of your experiences or observations or feedback, kindly leave your details in the chat box. We need to record that also as part of the proceedings. And we will also publish all these proceedings later on. So it will be part of that. And those who are sharing personal observations and their experiences will also get an appreciation certificate, which was announced earlier. So what we are doing is, as part of presentation itself, we are giving them presentation certificate, but we will be mentioning sharing of their personal experiences. So instead of again giving another certificate, because very less people have shared, so we'll give them presentation certificate as well. So you need to complete the formalities for as presented, so that additional details you have. In that you can just mention wherever other details are required, you can just mention. In the feedback form, you will see an option to select personal experience and observations. So you can select that, and you can also mention that I have shared my personal experience and observations to be eligible for the presentation certificate or appreciation certificate. So whichever it is, as of now, we thought, how we can go ahead. So now the platform will be open. Everyone will get an opportunity, but we'll go step by step. Now the platform is open for reflections. You can unmute yourself and share only with regard to these proceedings of the conference. Will not entertain any other queries as of now. So anything related to certificates and other things for this conference, we will invite you. At that time, you can share. So follow the instructions. I'm also very tired, and don't irritate me after the whole day. So let's all smoothly conduct and follow the instructions. So now the platform is open for sharing of observations or suggestions or appreciations. Yeah. Now you can start unmuting yourself and share your observations or queries. Feel free to share, because this will help us to understand your perspective, your understanding, or your learnings, and how we can adapt so that we can also include these in the upcoming. Of course, we cannot satisfy everyone on this planet. We are aware of that. We are conscious of that. And it is not possible, not only by us, but anyone on the planet. Even in a family of 4 or 5 members, it is not possible to every day satisfy each one of them in different aspects, maybe in food or in different aspects. That is universal. So, but still, we are open to constructive, positive feedback where we can really work on. So now the platform is open. So we can quickly move on because we are running out of time. So those, we request you to voluntarily unmute yourself one by one and share your experiences. After this, I will show you where you can access your certificates. Then after that, if you still have any queries, you can ask it, and then we shall conclude this conference. So that's the agenda for today. So quickly, you can unmute yourself or you can raise your hand so that I will help you. And after all these, if you have any queries regarding other events or anything, you can ask. But that is after this conclusion of this conference proceedings. Okay, any other event you have? You ask it at the end when we ask you. We are there to help you, but come through proper channel in proper way. Then only we will be able to help. Anyone? Kindly respond in chat box, or you can raise your hand. No one would like to share? It's very bad after listening to everything. No one wants to say anything. Feel free to unmute yourself. Hope you can unmute yourself. Or you can raise your hand. Am I audible? Can I get a response whether I am audible? Mary Florence, you can unmute yourself. Or anyone else would like to share? Feel free to share. Can I get any response? Hope I am audible, right? There is no response, then I have to think that I am not audible to you. Either I have to stop this and restart. Okay, I am audible. Thank you for response. Now, anyone would like to share your feedback? See, it is also very important to share your feedback. Otherwise, without a feedback, how we would know? Of course, there is no need to criticize because, everyone will do their best and everyone has so many expectations, right? And there is always an improvement, and we need to appreciate. Otherwise, criticism is very easy. You can criticize. But first, we need to appreciate for the efforts put in. Then you can criticize. So criticizing is easy. There are a lot of people who do nothing but criticize. Yeah, Satyendra Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you have feedback?
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So, myself, Engineer Satyendra Prasad Rajgu, Director Technology and Research Center, Godwana International Technology and Research Center, Guitar Bhatparani, India. First of all, thank you to this organizer, and then also the listening person, and then everyone can supporting to this international conference on voting, election, democracy, public policy and program refining our some education, environment, health, wellness and sustainable development 2024. So everyone, though you have presented in this international conference of your topic is very interesting and knowledgeable for future and also the current time. And then currently about the voting and elections, about the rules and regulations to knowing in this international conference, and then also about some get the knowledge about the through the every day of happening to share through commemoration, and also the very helpful to knowing the day and then learning to the process of happening to in the whole world through this international conference. And also the mainly do you have attending to experiences through this international conference to enhance the so many various topics at one platform, and also the different zone peoples and different country people are helping to provide the knowledge, and then various respective different zone, and then different voting systems to knowing in through this international conference. So the thank you for me to giving the feedback in this international conference. Thank you. Thank you to all.
Thank you, Satyendra Prasad ji, for sharing your valuable feedback and for your appreciation of all the stakeholders in the conference. We wish you all the success. Anyone else would like to share? Feel free to unmute yourself quickly or raise your hand. Feel free to share. Don't be so afraid, even if you are not able to speak in English comfortably. It doesn't matter. Feel free to share. Okay, so there are no further, assuming that there are no further feedbacks, then we'll move on. I will show you now. So once again, though we have shown you earlier also, but this is the last opportunity for this conference to interact on this platform formally. So I would now demonstrate you where to access and how to, access various links, formalities for this conference, so that you, in case you have any doubt after this, you can ask me. So with this, we are officially concluding. So now you all would be looking forward for these e-certificates of participation, presentation, appreciation, or whatever the case may be. So we will show you now what is the process and how to go about it. The very first instruction to each and every one of you, very important instruction is, there will be no calls, messages, SMS, WhatsApp, or social media messages regarding certificates. So don't make fun of yourself, don't make fool of yourselves by using these and blaming others. Because I also get very angry, no? Sometimes and many times. When we have clearly mentioned it on website, again, following that, there is no point in taking that forward. So don't make fun of yourselves. Follow through proper channel. And second thing is, we appreciate your valuable time and efforts. We respect you, and you also have to respect us. Respect always goes by taking and giving. It's not that you don't follow or we don't follow. There is a format available. Kindly follow that. So that is very important thing. Second thing is, certificates will not be sent to your email. Certificates have to be downloaded from the website, and the website link you already have. You all have joined this conference only after getting through the message. And that message, wherever you have found regarding the conference, has a website link. As every day there is an event, so you need to be very precise very specific when contacting us regarding any event. Because every day we have multiple events, and you, unless and until you are very specific about what you are asking, through proper channel, through proper formats, you will be not able to get information. Because for you, it may be only one event, but for us, there are number of events, number of participants, number of presenters, and we have so many things to manage. So it would be not be possible to address to each and everyone. So we request everyone to kindly be cooperative and understand. If you are in my position, you will know you will not do as much as I am doing. I am 100% sure. So don't take undue advantage of the privilege. I will quickly open the website. So let me open it.
On it. Working on that.
Hope you all can see the website. So this is part of international webinar series on holistic health, sustainable development, and well-being. That is holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development series. It is a flagship program which is organized as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which is the largest celebrations by a single organization in India. So now you can understand where you are. You are in one of the greatest platform, which is the largest and widest platform that is organizing daily events as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which no organization in India has organized. So that itself says about this flagship event. And after that, I know no one can even dare to criticize also. Why I'm telling this is, it's very easy to criticize, but it's not so easy to start something and continue that. And this has been running from years on. I have seen many people. So before talking about us or our platform, you just go look at the platform, then you will know where you are, whom you are dealing with, what kind of people you are dealing with. A people dedicated, a selfless people who are dedicated, committed towards serving back to the society. In spite of all odds. And definitely, we don't promote ourselves. We don't have that kind of pride, but we always down to earth. But why, in spite of that, people take it for granted and they don't follow the instructions. And that's why they put themselves into trouble and blame the platform. But we don't care. Let me tell you that also. We don't care also whether you spread negativity or anything, because we know what we are and we are not here for name or fame. We are doing our duty sincerely, and to conduct this smoothly, we have certain instructions. We have laid some procedures. Everyone has to follow. Either you follow, you are in. Either you don't follow, you are out. As simple as. Because we have our own limitations, constraints. So we cannot entertain each and everyone. Either you are with us or you are not with us. As simple as. Because we have to continue this as part of creating awareness. We will do our part. So how long you will come along with us, it is up to you. And everything, you are responsible for being on the platform, getting benefits on this platform, which are intended to encourage participants. So it is your responsibility. We will not be responsible. We will not take any blame or we will not take any responsibility. We are doing our duty and you are joining, and only join. I am very much clear, only join, only if you understand the system. If you don't understand the system, don't join and don't trouble us. Because we are very much practical that we cannot create awareness for the 8.4 billion people. 800 billion people. We have our own limitations, whatever we are doing. And many people are not even doing that, in spite of being paid for that. So why I am telling is, criticizing is very easy. When you don't do anything, it is very easy to criticize. Only when you do something, you will know the pain. You will know the time, you know the kind of resources that are required. It's not so easy. When you do, you will know. And not only that, we need to also overcome this kind of disappointments, especially, and not on you all, but the kind of efforts we put on and any awareness and the kind of output we get. on this platform, we are very much satisfied. That's why we are able to continue. Our target is only, one person every day. To create an awareness to one person, that is more than enough. Our target is achieved. So we are not looking for game-changing numbers because there is no game in the very first place itself. Here we are not playing a number game where we need 100 members, 200 members, 1,000 members, right? So I'm giving this backgrounder of the platform so that you understand whom you are dealing with. Then you will know what kind of approach you need to adapt. Because 99% of the things will not work here, which might work somewhere else. That is the point I would like to convey here. Here only 1% will work, that also subject to. Even that 1% also will not work here. So you need to have a very different approach here. Just simply follow very simple procedure. And if you don't follow that, it will be a very complex procedure. As simple as that. You have only two options. Blindly follow what is mentioned on the website or what we are instructing you to do so, complete formalities. Otherwise, choose the complex path and it's your choice. Now, which one you want to choose? The simple one or the complex? And it's up to you. Complex one, that is your headache, not our headache. So here, when you come, this is the main website. So all the events are listed here. And there is also another website for the international webinar series. Due to lack of time and, we are not updating that on a regular basis. So only a major events now we are updating it. But in coming days, we will also, till recently, we were updating each and every day event. But now only major events are being updated. Daily series, mostly of daily commemorations, are not being updated now, as we have also changed the policy of issuance of certificates. Earlier, it was on day-to-day basis for daily series, but now it has changed to, periodic basis. So that's why, due to lack of time, we are not daily updating that. But events like this are being updated. So you can see, once you visit this website, there are links, navigational links here. So this is the home page. This is the page landing where you have here the latest event is being displayed here. So this is one program which we are planning to organize, which was mentioned. This is a free career guidance and counseling. As I have came across, I will tell, don't worry, I will also provide information about this conference. So what we are planning is, from 15th onwards, we are planning free career guidance and coaching for legal and law entrance exams in India, which includes various exams at national level, state level, and regional level entrances, which will cover the syllabus. We'll also discuss the syllabus for each exam and, the deadlines and all. And later on, we'll also overall give you certain material also if possible. Otherwise, the live recordings which we have on the YouTube, you can go through so that you will be able to score and at least qualify in the exam. We cannot assure you that you will be top one, but because it requires a lot of efforts from your side. We can only guide you, but you are the ones who need to remember, do homework. So that will be provided as of now. I will be taking some sessions and Virendra Kumar Thakurji will be taking some sessions. Actually, we will see how much has to be covered. And if anyone of you would like to, we haven't yet shared this. It is still on, I mean, we have just put it on the website for time being. We haven't shared it in various other media. So if you are able to take up any topic from the syllabus, you are also invited. So the maximum time would be 45 minutes for each session or each topic. And you should be properly able to give correct, valid information along with the soft copy of what you are present. And you should also prepare like a handout or material which can be distributed to the participants. So the registration form will be soon available in a day or two, because we were busy in election thing today. So maybe tomorrow we will process it and we will give you the registration link. So in this also, all the presenters or subject experts will be given a certificate. So we have planned initially 15 days. Because this month, some exams are happening. So I thought at least we should cover all the syllabus, at least to some extent, on each topic. So that's why from 15th onwards, we'll start this. So I will take up few topics along with our Virendra Kumarji. He is also an advocate. And we will also invite if any other advocates or any other professors in law are willing to attend and contribute, they are welcome. You can also take some part of syllabus. Daily, as per your convenience, there is no limit. If daily also you would like to take, we'll allot you time accordingly. You can take. If you want to take, you yourself want to, conduct the entire training session coaching for free, because there is no payment on this entire platform. It is voluntary in nature. So if you would like to contribute, then for all days, if you are willing to willing to train or provide coaching and guidance for any of these entrances or as a single training module, anyway you are welcome. So we will allot you time. We will provide you all the infrastructure, joining link, and you can invite also your friends, your colleagues, anyone. We'll provide you all the benefits, and we will also issue certificates for all those who are attending this 15 days. We'll be conducting a quiz also, an exam at the end of the day, which covers the topics which have been discussed in the sessions. So you have to score minimum participation certificate. You will get if you register, participate, and provide feedback. And there will be also an exam after last day or on the last day, where you need to write the exam like you are writing a law entrance exam. We'll also prepare a model paper so that we will also know how much you have learned. And for that also, we'll give you different certificates. Yours, like score, we will also mention you the score on the certificate. And there will be minimum percentage of passing marks. And that is purely based on your learning on this platform. So these two certificates, you can get it. That we will let you know in detail, because it was the upcoming. So I was mentioning about it. So here, the latest ones, you can see like this, new things come up and this old one will gradually go down and disappear. So where you can see them, you can see here, the list is there, navigational links. So here you can see the old ones. Otherwise, when you scroll down, slowly these old things will disappear from here on the main page. and it will appear here. So these are upcoming. This is with collaboration with other organizations. Like recently we organized Pure Earth Environment Conference. So but for that you can visit the sections. So here you can find recent programs, events, conference. Here you will find links. So as of now they are there top. So here you can find the most of the links. So you can see number of events that are happening. And you can visit clicking on this. Or here also you can find. So there are different ways to find information on website. You should be familiar. We will be not able to explain this to everyone, each and everyone, only when you attend the conference on the first day or last day of event, or at any time, whenever time permits, we are showing it to participants. So you have to attend this. If you miss it, then it is on your own. You have to check it on your own. So that's why I mentioned you attend every day so that you know the details. So here, either you can click on this elections 2024, or otherwise you can go here and you can click on this website for this event. So the registration form is here. You can access the registration form, and quiz. There is a quiz that was conducted as part of this conference. So you can fill and submit your quiz here, and feedback form for this entire conference. 10 days conference is here. So as we have mentioned, shall be shared after valedictory. Now it is active. You can click on this and fill the form after this session gets concluded. And this is the joining link for all the events, not only this event. Daily 6 o'clock you can join with the same link. No matter whichever event is, whatever time is, whatever date is, day is, the link will be same. You can join with the same link. Or you just remember, it is also the mobile number of the coordinator assigned. So it is very easy. That's why and year is 2022. The passcode is the year 2022. Earlier there was different ID. We had some technical issue with that ID. And that is also still active for some programs. But now majority of the programs, we are using this idea. So it is the mobile number, same. It is very easy to remember, and the year. So it's very easy, or you can save it also. The link is same. The ID and passcode remains the same. So this is how you can get information from here. So just go to the website. This is unique for each event. So, but this website is common. You need to find the event on this website. So that is event website. That is conference. For each conference, we have a web page dedicated to it. You need to go. Here you can find all the details of this conference, date, timings, and registration form, quiz form, feedback form, online joining link, and also the website address. Here we have mentioned all the details, instructions also. Flyer is available for you if you require. You can download it. Tentative schedule is also provided. And then we have clearly mentioned here, no queries shall be entertained on certificates on SMS WhatsApp calls. And we have clearly mentioned why you are again calling. You have to, whatever it is, you have to get clarified on the platform itself or through email. There is a procedure, and all the presentations should meet this presentation guidelines. So you can either access from here, and any requests regarding certificates have to follow this. So these two are directly available from here. You can see presentation guidelines, how to make those who are presenting has to read this compulsory. Without reading, don't make a presentation. So you have to go through this presentation. This is a simple flow chart. How you need to go ahead. If you are a participant, register, participate. If it is a single day, multiple sessions, single sessions, provide feedback for each session or overall, whichever is applicable in Zoom. Through Zoom polls, you are daily seeing a registration form and feedback form in Zoom that you need to fill. And this is Google form. This one is Google form. So this you have to fill. This is overall registration form, overall feedback. Only once you need to fill this daily. If it is one day, you will fill only once. If it is a multiple day, every day, because every day you are getting certificate, you need to fill this every day. This is only once for the event. So once you complete all these formalities, then only you will be able to download your certificate. Without completing this properly, you will not be reaching here. So certificate is last option. So you have to carefully complete all these things. For presenter, first you need to register and you need to share these details to the coordinator through email. So email address is provided. So this is old one when we prepared, but the simple logic or the simple identification is you are in 2024. So the same, you have to just change it to WSWD 2024 at gmail.com. So you need to send. This format is also available in presentation guidelines. Just below I will show you. Then you have to make your presentation following the presentation guidelines. And then you have to provide. See, many people do mistake. They just come, join, make their presentation and disappear. They don't give feedback. So they have to wait till they get feedback form in Zoom and they have to provide feedback. Many are not providing feedback. So that is one big mistake everyone is doing. And then you have to provide overall feedback also. Some people are not registering. They said they will register and suddenly on spot they are joining. Because on spot we cannot verify. They are taking advantage of that and they are making presentation without even sharing this. Okay, we are, very liberal. So we are telling you at least, okay, after presentation, you register and complete. But see, this is actual flow chart. First you have to register. Then you have to share all the details. We'll verify whether that presentation is relevant, content is relevant. And if there is anything, then only we'll be able to approve your presentation. But somehow, okay, we want to encourage you. So we are allowing you. Generally, we don't allow that. In spite of so much from our side, if you are still taking undue advantage, is not fair. So you have to make presentation. Then you have to provide feedback in Zoom polls or on that day, you also need to register in Zoom. And then provide overall feedback. So this also people don't do. Here one mistake is they don't register. They have to register first. They need to share all the details before presentation actually. But even after immediate presentation, you can share, that is also accepted. And then they have to provide the feedback in Zoom itself on the same day which they are making presentations, which many are not doing. And then after conference, they need to fill this feedback form also, which many are not doing. So this is where the problems come here, because participants, okay. And there is also one more problem with these both participants and presenters. That is, you are registering with a name here. And while attending participation and presentation in Zoom, you are not using the same name. That is creating another problem because everything is handled by system. So it takes the name as you have registered, it takes the name from Zoom, from the Zoom platform for presentation and part. It checks whether the same person exists here or not in the participant list. So another problem we face, another instruction you are not following is, you are making a mistake is here, joining with different name, not the name as you have registered. So this again, system will have problem in identifying you as a registrant and map this attendance to this. Then only you will become eligible, right? If you don't have attendance, then how will you do? So we have to manually verify. Again, it is a time-consuming process, which we are not doing now. We'll do it only, again, it takes time. First, what we'll do, we'll give it to system. System will check if that person, registered person, has participated or presented or not. Then it will check whether the same person. So the three names should match here. How do you get eligible is the three names. You have to register with the same name you have to attend, and with the same name you have to give feedback. In polls also, as well as this here also. It's very simple instruction. So this you don't follow. That's why you face problems in getting certificate, because you use different names and you end up, because system compares it and it will not find, and then your certificate will be, your data will be dumped, saying that, there is a mismatch. It's all, everything system will take care. We are not involved. So once here, before generating certificate, system will give us data set and we will check here manually. We only check manually here, not in all these things. So it is your responsibility. That's why I keep telling, without understanding the system, don't get into the system. So that is a big mistake you all are doing. That's why whoever is facing, not everyone, many are getting their certificates. Why others are facing problem is, you are assuming, you are not following, you are not understanding, you are assuming that you have done it. So this is a problem. See, this is only one time understanding that is required by you, because all the events, the procedure is same. Once you follow and make it a habit, then getting certificates is a very easy thing for you. Only thing is you need to follow them, understand the system. So here, make sure that you have the same name till here, from registration till overall feedback. So that will automatically get you certificate. And here there is one more thing, that is attendance, minimum attendance required. So minimum attendance criteria is 50% to 75%. So minimum every day you need to attend 50% of the total duration time. So you cannot just log in and fill the registration form and go out and join at the end and fill the feedback form. That will not give you certificate, because it will also check whether you have been on the platform for at least 50% of the duration. And this varies in some, and it depends on event to event. So it is not same. Generally, it is 75%, including where 50% for all the sessions and a mandatory attendance in inaugural and valedictory. So that constitutes 75%. So you need to have 75% attendance to be eligible for certificate. This is general for all events. But some events, we want to encourage participants. So what we have done is, we have come up with the policy of taking an average. Say suppose the event is for 3 hours, but average is 2 hours 30 minutes. So we will be taking the 50% of 2 hours 30 minutes, not 3 minutes. And what if it exceeds? Even if it is exceeding, sometimes we exceed the time. We are not taking, sometimes it goes to 6 hours, 8 hours also. But we are not taking 8 hours. We are taking, considering 3 hours only or 4 hours only, as we have mentioned, as the eligibility criteria. So even if you are joining late in 8 hours, if you are joining only 3 hours, you are still qualified. But again, don't go by that, because it is the organization, it is we that decide, and that is based on event to event. Because sometimes there are more presentations, we cannot, we want to give them opportunity, so we extend. We sometimes the sessions go till night 12, 1, 2 also sometimes, because we don't want to discourage them and give them a platform opportunity. So we extend time. But even in spite of that, the minimum criteria is 3 hours only. So if you attend for total duration, it is well and good. It is appreciable. You are gaining. Even if you don't attend also, to be eligible for the certificate, you need to attend at least 2.5 hours. So that is what you make a mistake here. So you don't join, you are not there for the minimum period. So don't worry about whenever the sessions are prolonged. It is a blessing to you, because you may not, most of you are not joining in time. What we have observed, not you in the sense, not you. Generally, people don't join in time. They join slowly. So that's why they lose some time in that. And people also leave early. So that also they will lose time. So whenever the sessions are prolonged, so that gives you opportunity. So 3 hours, at least if you join lately, you are there for 3 hours, then your eligibility is met. So that is an opportunity. So don't think that, sessions are prolonged. So don't be in that kind of mindset. That's why I'm telling 99% of what other places work doesn't work here. We have different system here altogether. So we follow by that. So that's why we are very liberal. What we are telling is, you will get a certificate very easily, but you have to follow the instructions. Here the problem is you don't follow the instructions. That's why you will face difficulty in getting the certificate. You do as you like and you blame the organizers, that thing will not work. And we don't care also, because you are not following, you are not doing what we have to do. So until and unless you do it, it is going to be the same only. So that is the problem. Yeah, after completing, you can ask. Kindly wait for some time. Don't be in a hurry, because this is same for everyone, for all events. So that's why I'm taking time, because you might be attending many more events from tomorrow onwards, and you need not go through this every day. Once you understand, now it's an easy, rosy walk for you. Daily you can get certificate without any trouble. If you don't understand, every day you will struggle to understand. That's why take time, go through the website and study. So that's how you can get your certificates. So after that, there is a publication, as I mentioned. All this will come into a wonderful compilation. Every day we will also list the registered participants, presenters, those who have participated, presented on every day on a daily basis. And you can have that volume for your life. It will be, yes, because this, you are part of this, one of the largest and unique event in India. No one is organizing. So you don't know the value where you are, and you will not get this kind of opportunity anywhere else also. So that's why when you don't understand the value, don't appreciate it, and you don't even know where you are and what kind of event you are associated with. So this is how the procedure is very simple. See, register, participate, provide feedback, overall feedback, and download your set. 5-step procedure. But you need to follow, use the same name in all these things and have minimum attendance. See how simple it is. But you don't follow this, you don't read this. That's why you create complex things. Now what we have to do, if you use different name here, we need to check all data manually. How much time it will take? So you are unnecessarily increasing the burden and lot of time and resources are getting wasted. And for presenter also same. This additional task is there for presenters. You need to share details, that's all. Make presentation. If you need participation certificate also, apart from presentation, then this also applies for you. This you can join and you can present and get only presentation certificate. But if you need participation also, then this applies to you as well on a daily basis. Earlier we used to give, but we found that people are abusing, so we stopped that. So this is very simple procedure for all the events, not just one event. If you follow this, then it is a very simple procedure for all the events. It is same, only the attendance will change. So now formalities. First you need to register. It is very simply represented in this flow chart. Register, then share the details to email address. And while sharing the documents, be careful. PPT file you have to share if it is a PPT presentation. If it is oral presentation, then you need to share at least summary of half page or 1 page in document format. And if you have full paper, you can share full paper. And recent color passport size photo. What many are doing is you are taking a selfie or you are just finding some photo in your mobile and you are sending it out. That is not a valid picture. If you do like that also, your certificate will be on hold. You send proper photo. We cannot print that your selfie or you are taken somewhere in park or in a outing or somewhere on holiday. We cannot print that doesn't look good in this proceedings, right? You have to send your good recent passport size photo, which you are using in your academics or on your passport or in an official this thing. It should be good, right? So this is where one more issue comes up in certificates. You don't follow this properly, or sometimes you don't attach any one of the documents. These all should be only in one email. Sometimes people send one by one different emails. That will not work. Again, if you do like that, your certificate will be on hold. Because again, this format is there now. This is read by system, not by us. System scans the email and it takes the data automatically from this email in this format. That's why we have mentioned it clearly. Copy, format and paste in your email and fill the details and attach the files and send to conference email address. Why we have mentioned? Because this format has to be exactly same. Then only system will take. It is very simple process. Only if you follow the instructions. You are not following this. You are having your own, you just mess up, down and all these things. And system will not automatically take it because it will not detect. And you will face problems in getting your certificates. So these are the problems we see day in and day out. So make sure while you are sending these documents, make sure. And when you have to send your resume, biodata, CV, profile, whatever it is. And make sure that is valid. Some people are not sending this. they are sending a JPEG that is not valid. Here there is also format mentioned, right? You are not using the same format. You are taking a CV photo and you are sending attaching. So these kind of mistakes you do, and later you blame the organizers. So these are the mistakes that happen. So be cautious when sharing these details. You are not doing it properly, so you will not get your certificate. And next thing is, if you are a senior or a subject expert who have good experience, vast experience, and then you have achieved a status of eminence, then you can also request for collaboration or co-signatory at either at a personal level or at an organizational level. So anyway, you can apply for it. So we will see, go through, and if it is eligible and feasible, we'll let you know. And then you can see that signature and logo on the certificates. You can see on the certificate there are various logos, signatures. So once that is approved and you are willing to contribute, there is no financial monetary, no fees to be paid. This is all through kindness. Your willingness, your wholehearted willingness is only the investment. There is not even a single paisa involved anywhere. So there's no need to pay anything to anyone. Only thing is your attitude, your perspective, your willingness, your kindness towards the platform, towards the cause is only that matters. Your commitment, dedication towards the platform. So you need to send all these details. After that, you need to check whether your presentation is scheduled or not on the website. If it is not scheduled, you can contact us for scheduling. Otherwise, you can directly join the conference and make a request and complete your presentation. Then how to make presentations, how to start. So these are the guidelines, when to join, when to leave, the minimum time, minimum attendance, and then the joining link is provided. Before joining, check your Zoom app, system preferences, all these are there. But how many are these following? So these instructions are there. I'm leaving it to yourself. You read it by yourself and check whether you have made presentation as per the guidelines or not. If you don't make, you will not get certificate. Now that's why I keep telling, whether you follow, don't follow, that is up to you, and don't blame the organizers. You are not following, it's your choice. You are ready for the consequences. So go with it, be happy with it. And then the next step is feedback. You have to provide feedback on that day as well as overall feedback. Then after 1 week or after 3 to 5 working days of closure, you can check the website if you are eligible. That means you have completed your registration. You have attended or participated or presented, and then you have filled the feedback form in Zoom platform and then fill the overall feedback form in time. Then your certificate will be automatically generated by system in Google Drive that you can download. That is very simple procedure. But you make it very complex by not following them. That's why you struggle to get your certificate. Otherwise, we have to put our manual efforts and we have very limited time. And if you yourself only don't care, don't work, don't put your efforts for yourself, then don't expect others to do it for you. So you do it yourself because everything is entered by you. System will process and automatically give you. No need to call off us. See, that is why we are telling no calls are entertained. Because if you follow, automatical system will give you where there is need to call only for presenters if their presentation any if they have any doubts, if they need any guidance, they can call us. But certificate, no need to call us. Only thing is you have to ensure that you do it till you get it. That's all. Till you learn the lesson, as I have said, life keeps teaching until we keep lesson. So until you do right, do it. So we cannot enter from, this is not a call center where or a helpline where each and every step is done. Everything is on website. You can go follow it and fill it. Then you can download your certificate. This is as simple as that. If you read this, you will understand. So now, say suppose you have done this and still you have not received certificate. That means somewhere something has gone wrong. But your ego is not admitting and letting you to recheck. So your ego says, no, I'm right. I have done everything. I'm always right. Other person is only wrong. Then you will not even check also. So then what you to do? Nothing, just leave it off as it is. If you are able to manage your ego, go back here, check, resubmit. That's why we have kept the registration form, feedback forms open. We have seen many people are doing this. So we are used to this. So that's why we are telling them on the platform itself, if you have not filling it properly, fill it once again. So that will not be happening on a daily basis, I am telling. See, after conference, we will do one. Because every day we have event, we cannot do it every day. Once, after conference, we will do once, check once. And then after 3 or 5, 1 week, we will check once. And after 1 month, we will check once. After 3 months, we will check once. As per our time available. So that's why it takes so much time. Because we cannot check every day. Because every day we have events. We need to focus on that. We need to work on that. So for your certificate, we'll not keep checking daily. So you have to wait. You have to wait at least 1 year also. Because we have to find some time to do it manual. So that's why whenever you wake up and you do complete and you submit, it is not possible for us to give. You have to be very disciplined. You have to be very, then only we can help you. So most of that's why we know, see, we can show you also, we can open your registration form, we can open your feedback form, we can open your email and show where you have done mistake. But there is no much time for us, every application to open and in. That's why we are giving an opportunity to do it yourself, do it correct yourself. We cannot have a call center running to provide you all these things, technical support. You can understand, you can do it by yourself. So if you are not able to do it, leave it, forget it and leave it. Why you are troubling others? You don't understand. But it's very simple. Unless and until you make things complex, it is very simple. So this is how you download your certificate. See, in spite of that, if you still feel that, there might be some trouble, or if you are requesting us to recheck manually, and again, it will take time, but we are there to help you, but we cannot assure you the time frame. We'll do it, but it may take 1 day, 1 year also. You have to be patient. Because it all depends on the availability of time. So here you can make a request. So why you will come to this point is due to this, who have not completed formalities before conference or program or event, who have not completed formalities in time, who have not completed formalities after conference program event conclusion, who have not completed formalities after issue of certificates. Even we are giving, why we are taking time is 3 to 5 days, so that if anyone is also pending, they will also complete it. But people are not completing even after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months also, they don't come back. And after, when their college or their organization asks for certificate, then only they will come back and say, I didn't get certificate. All these days, what you are doing, why you are sleeping? It is your responsibility to complete all in time, right? So here, because of this, you are coming here again. So this is last option for you. But you have to complete all this. So you need to provide details like which event. Every day there is an event. So you need to mention which event you are talking about. Its code, the short code, and date also you have to mention. This is for 1 day. If you are asking for all days, you need to use the same format and mention different mail for each day. So this is just for 1 day. You cannot mention all days here because things will be different. So you need to mention which event is that, have you registered or not? Then if you have registered, which date you are registered, which time you have registered. Because we also need to check when you ask for a certificate, this is the procedure we check. First of all, which event? You just send a simple message on the mail on WhatsApp saying I didn't receive certificate. Who are you in the very first place? Without any introduction, how we will check? How we will know who is asking what? So first we have to introduce yourself properly so that we know who is communicating with us. Then you need to provide proper event details, date, time. Sometimes there are 2-3 events happening. And there are multiple sessions, which session you are asking. Sometimes each session have different certificates. So which session you are asking. All these details have to be. That's why we are not entertaining any calls or SMS or WhatsApp because it is not complete. That's why we are giving you a format. If you know, if you fill this, you will know how much time it takes, how much efforts it is needed. So that's why I'm telling, don't make things complex for you as well as us. Simply follow the format instructions. Automatically, system will give you certificate. If you don't follow, then it will be very difficult for us. And we have to check, even if you don't complete it within the time also, later when you need after 1 month, 2 months, you have to follow the same format and you need to remember all these details. Or you have to go to YouTube and note down all the timings. And that is also relatively to that timing. And you have to mention. So that's why a lot of things are there. That is why first time if you don't follow instructions, then you are troubling yourself. So after we receive this, we will also check as per your data sent. We will check and see. If we found that is valid, true, we will process it for certificate manual. But only when after we find all these details. Sometimes what happens, people just for the sake of filling, they fill some data, and they will send it. Again, you see how much of our time we will check as per these details and find there is no, it is not a valid data. Then again, see, you will not get certificate. You are wasting our time, your time and resources. And sometimes they call us and say, we don't remember, sir, all these details. That's why we are telling from first day itself. Do all the things as we have mentioned, as it is on website, so that you need not remember anything. System will remember if you do it properly. You are not helping the system by entering the details. Now you have to remember everything by yourself. Why you are taking so much trouble? You just feed into the system so that system will remember everything for you. That is why if you don't fill, then you are only facing the problem. So the entire process is automatic, handled by system. So this is the format you need to fill and send. And it may take its own time. We have also mentioned will take a minimum of 15 days, 30 days, 90 days, 120 days, and 80 days, 1 year also. We cannot assure. Based on our time, we will see. Accordingly, we will do. But it is your response. Generally, people will not give this opportunity also. Once they close the program, that's all. They will not give you. They will say, it is completed, we have closed. But we are kind enough that we are trying to help you, but you should be willing to help yourself and us, support us. Otherwise, there is no point. You will not get set. When you yourself are not interested, what is the point in blaming others? So hope it is clear. So this is the link where you can request certificates for participation and presentation. For participation, it would be a little bit lengthy. You have to provide participation, presentation date, presentation time, title, and duration. So it will be a little bit lengthy. For presentation, it will be a little bit short because those details are not required. So that is the process. This process is same for all events. So need not, every day you need not go through all these instructions, right? Once you understand, that's why before coming into the platform itself, go to website. This is just 3 links I have shown. One is main homepage. Second is presentation guidelines. Third is certificate request. If you go through these 3 pages, 3 sections, you will know how much time, how much effort is required. And that you can very simplify, just trusting the system and enter all details. You don't assume that this is required, this is not required. You enter all the details as it is asking, as much detail as possible. You feed into the system, then system will take care of everything. If you are doing rationing there itself and you are not entering, then you are inviting troubles. So that is very simple. This is same for all events. That's why I have taken so much time. Now hope you all are clear. So now what you need to do? You need to fill the feedback form. If you have completed if you have already filled registration form, and that too with valid data. And don't enter like student India and say, I didn't get certificate. You will not get certificate. You enter properly, student of which course, which semester, which year, and which institution, which discipline, all that properly. Otherwise, you will not get certificate. Again, don't do these silly mistakes. That's why you will not get. You just assume that I have filled something. Whatever I fill, I will get certificate. No. That doesn't happen. And you need to fill the feedback form. So feedback form I will open and show you. That also I will take another. So this is the feedback form. So okay, fine. So this is the feedback form. So all the details are there, even in registration form. See, all the details which are available on the website are also there here. We have put, sometimes people will call us saying, sir, I don't have, I just got the registration form link. So we have happened because we are seeing from so many events and so many years, we know what is happening. So we have put everything in all places so that you don't find difficulty in finding data or information. See, even in feedback form also, we have kept it for your reference. Registration form is there. Quiz form is there. Feedback form, the same form link also we have put it here. Joining link is there, which is common for everyone. And website also is there. We have put all the instructions also. So in each form, in each section, you will have all the details. So now you can use your same email ID as you have registered, and then you can fill the details. So this is as it is in your academic certificates, your 10th degree, PG, PhD, or postdoc, whatever it is, you mention it properly. Sometimes people are doing it, they're typing everything here on, from name till address. Don't do it like that. Okay, this is only one time you need to listen. Next, you will do it for all events, it is same. So only just type your name as it is registered, as you are providing feedback. So don't fill any other detail, just type name and mark whether you are male, female, or transgender, or whatever it is. And enter your date of birth. This is required for certificate verification, compulsory. Or if someone wants to verify, they have to enter these details, or you yourself have to verify. Then designation department. See here what people are doing. They are just entering student, or just as a psychologist or social worker, and they are leaving. And they are not giving any details like semester, year, department, institution, nothing. You will not get certificates like that. Fill properly. And contact number and state also. People are just mentioning India or some name, some word, single word. That is not. We are asking city, first mention city, then state and country. All three are mandatory. So if you have complete address, you can put a complete address also, no problem. But these minimum details are required. Which city, town, village, whatever it is, mention it properly. And email, because after you submit it, we will also send you an email that you can download your certificates from your website once it's generated. So this email ID is very important. If you fill it incorrectly, then you will not be getting mail. So here you can register. At the time of registration, you have registered, you have selected some. These are all various activities that are allowed, that can be taken up as part of conference. So here we have told personal experience observations. You can click on that. Presenters, you can, based on type of presentation you have done, you can select it. For participation, you can just select this participation. If you have multiple, you can select any number based on your activities. And your Zoom participant name. So this is very important. Many people are typing their again full name here. It is not your name as in your certificates, or it can also be, but it's more importantly the name it is being displayed in the participants list in the Zoom platform. Because sometimes if system doesn't map, the problem, you use different name or partial name, or you have made an addition or subtraction. So system might not check. So when we do manually checking, or when our team manually checks also, because before final thing, we also do it once, but not every time. We also check because again it will become a repetitive task. So we once again cross check whether manually also. So for that time, at least you have to provide as you are appearing now in the participant list. Sometimes you again type your name or something else here. So again, that will create a problem. And that will not be able to manually also identify. So ensure that you are using the same name and mentioning it at here or whatever name it is up here. At least we will know manually that it is you. But again, this is manual verification. I am telling to follow instructions. And if you have made any presentation, select yes, otherwise select no. And topic or title for presentations only for presenters. Others you just mark as a name. Participants you can just mention as NA, not applicable. And co-authors, if you have multiple authors or supervisors, you can mention their name, and they also need to register if they want certificate. And they also have to fill the forms, same formalities as you. And presentation date and time. You have to properly, that's why we are telling you to remember your presentation date and time correctly. You have to mention your presentation date and starting time. And duration of presentation in minutes. How many minutes you have taken for your presentation. So that's why every presenter needs to remember the date and time of presentation and how long they have presented. That you need to enter. And if you need presentation certificate, mark it as yes. If you don't need, you can mark it as no. If you have not decided anything, but you want certificate future also, you always select yes. If you really damn sure that you don't require any certificate, no. Or if you are somewhere in between, you can select maybe. So we treat this maybe or yes also same, because again it will be a test task for us. So even if you select yes, maybe the certificate will be generated. Even if you download in future also, it's fine, but it is there. But again, if generating in future for you will be a difficult thing. So that's why we are generating. You select no, sometimes even no also we generate and keep it so that you use it, you don't use it. But again, we will not have that extra work. But this considers, but when manually, we will also overwrite certain things to help you only. But we cannot enter data. Certain things we can do, certain things we cannot do. So have you participated? You have to mention yes, no. Or if you are not sure, maybe, but maybe you should never use. You either you participated, not participated. And days of participation. Now, as I have said, every day there will be individual set. And based on you check which day you have participated. Only select those days. What many people do, they select all days, even though they have not attended. Again, when it is verified in the system, this entire feedback form will become invalid. Because you have provided invalid data, incorrect data. So even though you think you have filled the feedback form, but actually you have provided false information. That invalidates your form. So that's why only fill what you have attended. Don't think that I will get all certificates by marking all. You may not even get the certificate for which you have attended. So that is one mistake people commonly do. So you select, if you have not participated, no problem. But if just you want to give feedback, you can use this feedback. If you have anything else also, or you have attended one day, but that is you are not eligible if it is less than 50%. You can mark it as not participated and you can select as no. And your learnings. You can enter what you have learned in these 10 days as brief as possible. And you can also enter reference. Who have recommended this, how you came to know about this conference, or through WhatsApp. If it is direct by organizers, you cannot mention. If it is by me, you can mention my name, or someone who have referred you, who has recommended you, you can enter their details. Because sometimes it happens that we are sending to colleges and they say, yeah, from our college we'll have 30 people, 40 people. And later on they will say, you know, we have sent these many people, but unfortunately we don't have the tracking mechanism. And when they send the list, they are not there. So that's why we ask them to mention their name, especially this is for colleges and institutions where they say that so-and-so professor has referred. Otherwise, also in general, you can also mention if someone has specifically referred you, kindly mention their name, designation, organization, email, whatever in detail you can provide. You mention them so that we can also reach out and appreciate them. We'll also know that they have, you know, contributed. So this is a very simple form. And once you submit it, the system will check, as I have already shown. You know, it will compare registration data, Zoom data, and also feedback data. And if all three are matches, attendance is there, your certificate will be automatically generated in the Google Drive, and that link will be updated on the website. You can download your certificate. It's as simple as that. But you are making entire things complex and you are struggling to get your certificate because not following the instructions. So where we can help, it is you have to enter data. Unless and until you enter data properly, the system will not give you certificate. Now where we can help? We can only tell you fill up again correctly, fill up again correctly. So instead of that, you go to website directly, do it. Do it correct only first time. Don't create multiple sets of data. Because it will also clean data. In that process, again, multiple data sets are clean. So here also we have mentioned, see, you read this, you'll know. I will be entirely responsible for completing all the formalities in time as mentioned on the registration form website to be eligible for the presentation participation e-certificate if opted. In time with valid, complete details documents. I understand without which I shall not be eligible for any benefits or e-certificate. You are also agreeing to this and sending it. Again, why you are blaming others? You have to do everything in time. And we have clearly mentioned forms with incomplete, invalid details are not eligible. Fill all details carefully. Then only you submit. So this is as simple as that. So now you can start filling the form. And hope if you still have any queries, now it is open. But don't call us and keep, troubling us. Now, if you have anything, feel free to ask. We will help you out. Or any day, like these everyday sessions are happening now. So any day you can wait. Don't keep joining and at 6 o'clock and keep messaging. I have some concern. I have some doubt. Don't keep bothering us. You wait. Every day we are asking now, if you have any feedback, every day we will be asked. At that time, you just put in chat box or what is your query. If required, we will ask you to unmute yourself and ask. Then you explain, we will show you. We are there always to help you. We are there to help you, but you help yourself and you help us to help you. That is only I am asking. We are asking. Come through proper channel, not on calls, not on WhatsApp, not on social media, not on SMS. You send it, the format. If you want, if you want an additional help by doing it in WhatsApp also, you copy the entire format which you have sent to email, and you can share that same copy and paste in WhatsApp and say, after sending that, you can say, sir, I have sent to email also, kindly look into it. If you do that, at least I can just forward that to my team, and otherwise I can just drop a message to check that this person has sent a request, kindly look into it. If all the details are correct, you will automatically get the certificate. If again something goes wrong, that is treated as invalid request, and again you have to place a request. So that is again your task. You will not inform that it is invalid or incomplete. Because we don't have that much time, we will not do that kind of follow-ups. Earlier we were doing, now it is not possible due to limitations. So you need to check, cross-check. You need to just go to website and check whether you have missed out anything. That's why simply follow the instructions. So all the instructions are clear. If you still have any queries, feel free to share in chat box. We'll be happy to answer. So you need to go to the website and check. There you will find the links which I have shown. Presenters, you will find a Google Drive link, which already you have seen. There is a Google Drive link, and participants also. There you can find Google Drive link. From that, you can download your certificate. Only in the mail you will get information about links to fill up the feedback form and all. Yesterday we thought of sending, but as I was in duty whole day, I couldn't make it. And my team was also in various duties today. So, but anyway, it is done. And anyway, we thought yesterday we couldn't give you time also for sharing your experiences. And also we also to present a conference report properly. So we thought we'll utilize today to give you opportunity and also ask you if you have any queries, and also to show you how to access your certificates and how to complete your fault management. So now it's your turn to fill the feedback form and complete all the formalities. In next 2 to 3 working days, after 2 to 3 working days, we'll wait for everyone to complete their formalities. Then after 2 or 3 working days, we will start processing the data, and whoever has completed their formalities, their certificates will be generated and updated on the website. You can visit website and you can download your details. I mean, your certificate from website. Once again, I'm asking if you have any doubts, feel free to share in chat box so that we can, if it is not clear, we can ask you to. So if everything is clear, then we'll close it. And you can keep attending from tomorrow onwards. See, someday there will be less people, someday it will be more people. But for us, that doesn't matter. You know, right? Our minimum target is 1 person per day. So even if 1 person is attending, we will have session. And we never looked at the numbers. See, even if we can make a difference in 1 person's lives, that is more than enough. So we are not always looking at the numbers. So daily, and you may not get disappointed. Why I'm telling is, We are happy one person is also joined. We are more than happy. And you don't get discouraged or demotivated by seeing only this many people are there or that many people are there. Don't get afraid, oh, so many people are there. Or don't get demotivated by seeing, oh, just very less people are there. It depends on the convenience of participants, right? Some days it will be more, some days it will be less. But even if one person joins, the session will go on. At least that person will benefit from it. So that is one another important I am telling. So if you have one, if you'd like to make presentation, feel free. Anyway, 4 or 5 members will be there for sure. In the worst case also. And these 5 members are highly qualified, highly experienced. So what more you need? And you are getting all the benefits. And you can invite your friends, colleagues, students, scholars when you are presenting so that they will also know. And you can also have good audience. So it is all depends on you, how you are doing. And if you want a flyer for your presentation and so on, provide all details in advance, quite good number of days in advance so that we can prepare flyer and give you. But for that we need time, at least 1 or 2 weeks before you need to send all your details so that you can also have a flyer. Every day we used to prepare flyer also. Now, due to time constraints, we are not preparing. Even for conferences also, we used to prepare this general flyer without speakers, and with speakers also we used to prepare. But now, due to time constraints and sometimes people also don't send all the details in time. So we are not getting into that. I hope everything is clear. So we will be closing now, assuming that there are no further queries. So thank you once again, everyone, for patiently being in these 10 days. And we express our heartfelt gratitude to each one of you, along with my entire team. Of course, I convey them personally. But anyway, on this platform also to my team who have been there with me. And we appreciate and congratulate all the participant presenters. And we wish you all the success. And once again, I express my gratitude to the participants. Without you, this couldn't have been this successful. So thank you once again, everyone. Exercise our vote, our right, our pride. Chunav ka par, desh ka ghar. So thank you once again, everyone. See you all tomorrow at 6 o'clock with the same joining link, with different commemorations. Take care. Good night. So we are sharing the feedback link. This you can fill the registration form in the Zoom. Sorry, fill the feedback form in the Zoom platform. And after filling it up, you can leave the platform. So take care. Good night.